All right, guys. So I'm going to cover my whole plan to get jacked in 100 days. I'm going to get absolutely wham. So if you're struggling to make progress with your physique, or if you just want to take your training, diet, nutrition to the next level, get absolutely dialed in for 100 days, then follow this. I'm no fitness coach. I've been training for like 2 years, semi seriously, really serious in the last 6 months, and this is just my plan for going forward, taking it to the next level. Like I hang around with guys who are fitness coaches, bodybuilders, like who have been in the game a long time, training for a long time. Um, and yeah, I've learned a lot and taking their bits of knowledge, taking my own experience, what I've tested. I've put together this plan. I thought I'd share it with you just because I'm going to be doing it and it's going to be ideal for anyone who's just ready to get to work. If you're feeling a bit skinny fat, you want to get like bigger and lean, then this is going to be perfect. You want to become a weapon of a man, have that authority, that respect when you walk in a room, then this is for you. So this is my plan. We're going to cover my goal. So what's the end goal of these 100 days? My approach to it, which might be unrealistic. My training, my nutrition, and my recovery. Those three key pillars, I guess you'd say. And what could go wrong? I like to always have an idea of what could go wrong just to try and mitigate the potential issues. So right now I'm 72, 71 kilos. All right. I want to get to 80 kilos with approximately the same body fat percentage. All right. That's a big goal. All right. Some scientists may say it's not even possible, but I disagree. I disagree with every scientific study that does not serve my purpose. And I'm accepting this as possible. Okay. That's it. I'm just accepting. Look, I can put on 8 kilos of muscle in 100 days. That is what I'm going to do. I've told my mind, I've told the universe, and that is what is going to happen. Okay. Now, I'm not a fitness coach, like I said earlier, but I know what works for me. I know that this is just a case of testing all the testing I've done in the past, all the testing I will be doing over these 100 days, and this is going to work. Like, it's going to work. All right. I'm also going to want to become more comfortable sparring, improve my boxing technique. I might have said this before. I'm wanting to have a pro boxing fight sometime this year, so really got to start, got to start taking that seriously. Again, if that's going to happen, I don't want to get my ass whooped, which won't happen. Okay. So my approach, like I said on the previous slide, I visualize this. I visualize and I've convinced myself. I've told myself, look, this can happen. This is possible. Ignore everything else. This is possible. Put it out into the universe, and it's going to come. All right. I'm also going to be fairly dialed in with recovery. Um, the training is increasing strength, prioritizing back and shoulders, just for that really big physique. I wear a lot of oversized tops, like Represent, Essentials, that kind of stuff, and just want to start filling them out. All right, I've done my stage of like being lean, got the photos, and now I just want to get big. All right, I'm also training every day. I've been training every day for like 6 or 8 months now, and it's just worked really well. Having that no rest day mentality just helps in so many areas of life. I've talked about this in other videos, but it's um, it's more than just the training; it's the mental fortitude that you build, and it's not going to be like a dirty bulk. Still going to be eating super clean. I'll walk you through my nutrition shortly, but the aim is to just keep the body fat low. So my metric for this is if I lose my ab veins, then I start to adjust. I'm not getting scientific about this. I'm not getting dorky. I'm literally just like, oh, ab veins are starting to go. Time to adjust. Either increase my activity or drop my calories a little bit. There's going to be no deviations from this plan. Okay. Now, in this 100 days, I've got travel plans. I've got things that will come up that may cause people to be like, oh, I'll just have this weekend off. Not me. Not you either. If you're going to partake in this journey with me. So, yeah, no deviations. And remember that fitness isn't just let's get jacked in 100 days. This is a lifestyle, but I'm such a believer that that is the case. We're in this for doing this for life. I'm going to be training. I'm going to be dialing my nutrition for life. This isn't just let's just see how good a shape I can get in the next X amount of days or months. But this is just like a sprint to make a lot of serious progress, get super dialed in. And I also realize that I'm in a very grateful place. I have the time and I have the money to put into recovery and high quality foods. Um, and that's just come from my own hard work in the past, getting my income up, getting my lifestyle dialed in. So I have this opportunity. Um, so I understand that some of these things may not be available to you, but if they're not, then just take that as a sign of just like, oh, I need to start making more money so I can start working less and I can afford all the good quality shit, like the foods. Okay, so the training, upper lower, so upper lower, upper lower, upper lower, upper lower, until I die or until I switch it up. But that is it. 12 rounds of shadow boxing daily, which is like 28 minutes or something like this. 2 minutes on, 30 seconds off. 5 kilometer run 3 times a week just to keep that cardio going. In terms of the training, I'm going to be doing pause reps and sets. So like mainly for back, like just holding it and then letting it go, and then going to failure on every set. Like I don't really see the point in not going to failure on every set. As long as you're dialing in your recovery, then you should be doing that. It's just a non-negotiable, really. It's how I've always sort of trained. It's how the people around me train, and it just works. Okay. So upper heavy incline dumbbell press, pec deck. I don't know if you want to know this. If you want to screenshot this, if you want to write this down, then do it. Pec deck, heavy rows. So I use like a row machine for the back, and then cable rows, heavy shoulder press. Again, focusing a lot on the weight, like going up on weight, and then getting the heavy shoulder press just for that really good physique. So when your shoulders start to fill out the baggy shirts, that's when you know you're doing well. Lat raises and rear delts. I try to prioritize these a lot, like always doing them. And then just some biceps and triceps. To be honest, I don't take a lot of, I don't put a lot of thought into arms. I never really have. I just focus on the other stuff. And then lower, calves first. Calves first because that's the one that I always skip. So I've been doing calves first for a few months now and still no results. Great, but we'll get there. We'll get there. Then RDLs. The way that the reason that I do the leg workout in this order is so you do calves first, you tire out the calf. So then when you're doing RDLs and hamstring curls, your calf is taken out of the equation because it's exhausted, and you have a lot more emphasis on your hamstring. And then that's the same for going to leg extensions and leg press. Your hamstrings and your calves are out of the equation, so it's pretty much dominantly quads. So you're not using any of the muscles in your legs, so you get a lot better isolation. Okay, and then heavy leg press, the last one, just because that's the one that I hate. That's the one where I want to give up. So I make it difficult for myself, put that last, show myself what I'm made of. When I'm knackered by the end of the workout and I'm like, oh, fuck, I've got 5 sets of heavy leg press to finish off, that's when it's like, all right, Bill, come on. You're made of more. And then abs. At the end, this is just like leg raises, shit like that. And that's pretty much it. It's simple. I don't want to get too complicated with it. It's literally just that. That's what I've been doing for a few months now. It works. Simple. Day one, day two, day one, day two, upper lower, upper lower. Easy. Nutrition. So all of my food is pretty much whole foods and meal prep. I think the calories are around 3.5K, but who knows? Protein aiming for 150 to 180 grams. But again, I don't really track this stuff. I just go off what is making progress. Okay, I'm not putting in a tracker and like looking at labels and shit. I'm not a dork, so this works. All right. Now you can see here. Um, this was my shopping yesterday. So I've got pasture raised pulled beef, rice, which I use a rice cooker, eggs, pasture-raised eggs, organic avocados, these ginger shots here. I don't know what benefit they have, but they're nice. Rice and beef meal prep. That's like rice cooked in beef bone broth and grass-fed Wagyu beef. And then mangoes. I love mangoes. Ate a lot of mangoes. And this costs approximately 120 quid, I think. 120, 130 quid for the week. And that's pretty much all my food. Well, plus these pancakes. Found out this place in Bangkok that does protein flipping pancakes, right? And they're good. It's like 30 grams of protein in them, and they're great for after a workout. So thumbs up. And they're like £3 for a pack. So that's literally my nutrition. Meals: mango, black coffee, a few black coffees, pancakes and a protein shake after. Meal prep and avocado. So one of these boxes of the rice and beef plus an avocado, and then dinner is just beef and egg fried rice. So one of these pulled beef things. Super easy. There's like 60, 70 grams of protein in and like 370 calories plus egg fried rice, which you just scramble eggs, scramble 5 eggs, put rice in, mix, hot sauce, boom, done. The Asian community won't be happy that I'm calling that fried rice, but doesn't matter. Recovery. So right now my sleep schedule is 10 p.m. till 4:45. That's working fine, but I'm also having a nap most afternoons for 15 minutes. Now, what I normally have an energy slump. Instead of just dragging out that energy slump, I'll have a 15-minute nap, then I'll do 50 press ups, then I'll down a big thing of water, and that just brings you back in the game. Essentially, recovery, I'm taking BPC 157. So, this is a peptide. This is like the middle ground between supplements and like human growth hormone and test. Peptides are in the middle. Peptides don't affect your hormones. They're very safe. This is part of like the Huberman stack, what he's taking. And yeah, the way I look at it, it's like people spend, myself in the past included, will spend 200, 300, 400 quid on a night out drinking and other substances, but they won't invest that money into something that's going to help their body operate at a higher level. So that's where I'm at. Okay, I'd just rather put my money into what's going to help me operate better instead of what's going to poison me. Fairly simple, isn't it? So recovery is also, don't be a pussy. Like today, my hamstrings were killing, but it was leg day, so I just carried on. I just did it. Some people would be like, "Oh, these are hurting. I'll train something else." Don't be a pussy. Just do it. Sauna and ice bath when possible. Yeah, I'll just try get that in whenever I've got time, 2 or 3 times a week. Not really prioritizing that because I've done it a lot, and personally with the sleep and the BPC 157, my recovery is pretty much fine. So that's just like a cherry on the top, if you would. And if you constantly tell yourself, I don't get tired and injured, which I don't, then you won't get tired and injured. You'll just power through. And finally, hydration, something I need to work on, because you can have a lot of water, but you're not getting hydrated. You need those electrolytes, which are difficult to find in Bangkok. I know there's all those like Element and other ones that I can't remember the name of, but trying to find decent hydration drinks is something I'm doing. Like just those little sachets, put them in, bang. Don't know what's in them, but they say they're good for you. And yeah, that's my recovery. Having quite a good focus on this, just because training every single day quite a lot, your body will need some form of recovery. If you can't get your hands on BPC 157, then just try to do the sauna, the ice, sleep, and just making sure you're eating enough. All right. So, what could go wrong? Traveling. So I'm going back to England in 3 weeks' time. So the flight always takes it out of me, but I'm going to make sure that I'm still training every single day. I'm not going to be eating any like airplane food, only champagne on the plane. That is a rule. If you're in business class, you have to have champagne because it's mandatory. Okay, that's just I don't make the rules. Can't get mad at me, but that is the rule. Meals out. Whenever I go for meals out, I'll either just have steak and sweet potato fries. That's pretty much it. I try to keep as close to my nutrition as possible. Yeah, and there will be a change of routine, probably more than meals when I get back to UK because I won't have the meal prep. And yeah, I'll probably be going out for lunch, going out for dinner with family, friends. So I need to just be very wary of that. And again, adding too much fat. So if the ab veins start to go, that's when I just adjust and go forward from there. Yeah. So the main thing is just to literally mitigate the potential issues. So keep training hard when I'm back, not letting a change of routine affect you. No airplane food and high protein meals when going out. That's that's literally it. That's literally all I can do. Just keep trying hard and making sure I'm not messing up. But it's not optimal. Shut up, dog. All right. I don't care. I don't care if it's not optimal. This is what I'm doing. All right. This is what I'm doing because it's difficult. It's a big goal, and I'm going to achieve it. All right. Stop being a dog. So I want you to compete with me. I want you to see if you can outwork me. Let's see who is really about it watching this. Let's see who can last these 100 days with me. I'm going to be posting on my stories, and I want you to do the same. I want you to keep up with this. I want you to get this awesome transformation. I want you to visualize it before you start. I want you to visualize how much better you're going to feel, how much more confident you'll be, how you look in your clothes, how you walk, what you're going to be lifting. I want you to visualize all of this and then start this program. It's going to be a great 100 days. I can't wait. I love challenge. We grow in challenge, all right? I'm going to smash it out of the park. I want you to do the same. So compete with me. Drop me a message on IG saying you can do it, share it on your stories, do whatever you need to do. And yeah, that's my plan for getting jacked over the next 100 days. I hope you've enjoyed it. Drop me a message on Instagram if you fancy the challenge, and I'll see you tomorrow.